So we're here for the final match of the night. We have the Scarborough Sharks up against the Condors FC. Condors still in a battle for third, I believe, against the West Coast Cobras, and the Scarborough Sharks confirmed the wooden spoon winners of this season, unfortunately, after a frustrating season for them. They had carved out a couple of surprising results and were close not to gain a few extra points against some strong opposition. That maybe winter season a good chance for them to rebuild. Condors, in the meantime, showing a strong season with some good results, and straight away Gonzalez there trying to get the shot off on goal, just wide of goal. Condors will be ending the round robin in the top four by the looks of it, and will be going into the finals quite confident. They can beat any team in the league, really. And they're always dangerous with the players that they have. So just go through the team sheets for you now. Starting with the Scarborough Sharks. In goals we have number 1, Jigar Hangrajia. On court we have number 15, Matthew Oosthausen. Number 6, Brad Oosthausen. Number 17, Matteo Ralotta. And number 12, Tyler Tate. And starting on the bench for them, number 50, Spiro Nanidic. Number 27, Andrew Nguyen. Number 11, Matt Graham. And number 22, Brad Kazic. And for the Condors, starting in goals for them, number 14, Cristobal Zuniga, as we see Rodrigo Silva there. Number 5, getting the shot away also on the court. Sorry, number 14 in goals for the Condors, Cristobal Zuniga. Number 5 just took the shot on, Rodrigo Silva. Number 6, we have Diego Gonzalez, the captain of the Condors. Number 8, Brian Barra, who I believe may have just conceded the free kick. It was Rodrigo Silva, in fact. Been shown the yellow card as well. And number 7, Felipe Vera, also for the Condors. Starting on the bench for them, number 10, Felipe Verdugo. Number 3, Felipe Barra. And number 11, Carlos Jimenez. A good physical battle already here from both sides. Gonzalez into Vera, wide for Rodrigo Silva. Vera now back into Silva, gets the shot away, and Jigar Hingrajia behind that one. Oosthausen there with a shot. Hitting the Wi-Fi dongle. Still hanging on there. That Wi-Fi dongle doing well. Diego Gonzalez, lovely flighted ball over the top for Rodrigo Silva. Couldn't get that one under control though. Ingragia looking for the run of Tyler Tate. A little bit too much on that one there. He had some short options as well. Zuniga into Rodrigo Silva. 2 runners there for him. That ball a little bit too heavy, runs through for Ingragia. Relotta now into Brandon Oosthuizen. Good switch of play for Tyler Tate. Tyler staying patient. Relotta. Good pressure there from Felipe Vera. And on the second attempt, couldn't quite win it. Goes out for a kick in though. Felipe Vera now on the right flank with the shot on the turn. Just wide of the goal. So we see Bradley Kazic now stepping onto the court. Straight away moving into the pivot position. Ingragia into Oosthuizen. Matt Oosthuizen. And pass played behind him. Felipe Vera can take the shot away. A little bit lazy there from the Sharks. Felipe Vera unlucky not to punish them. Barra into Rodrigo Silva with the shot. Wide of goal. Kazic, good strength. Brandon Oosthuizen wide to Tate. Oosthuizen now with a bit of space. Trying to find his brother in Matthew on the right flank. Oosthuizen back into Tate. Kazic now. Felipe Vera again, a lovely challenge, and tries to chip it over the top of Ingragia. He did see the keeper off his line. Maybe needed a bit of communication from his teammates there. Matt Oosthuizen trying to lob it over the top. Gonzalez with an interception. Rodrigo Silva does well to start the play again. And Vera making a lovely run. Good touch, gets it under control, and Ingragia just about makes the save. Very clever movement there from Felipe Vera. Always dangerous in behind the Sharks defense there. Barra now into Vera. Vera to Gonzalez on the right flank. Tries to play it back in. Oosthuizen has lots of time on the left flank. Cristobal making the save. Gonzalez brings it down. And there's no one there for him. He's asking for movement. And Tate doing enough to put him under pressure. And it will be a Sharks kick in. Brandon Oosthuizen. Interception made by Rodrigo Silva. Gonzalez trying to switch the play, and it'll be a kick in, rather a keeper's ball. Cristobal with a nice powerful throw. Brandon Oosthuizen making the interception. Kazic now on the left flank. Good switch of play into Brandon Oosthuizen. Touch out of his feet, gets the shot away. A good save by Zuniga. Silva just clearing that one in the end. So Rodrigo Silva just stepping off for Felipe Barria. Nguyen also just took the kick in for the Sharks. Felipe Vera now just loses out. A miscontrol on this shot from Matt Oosthuizen. Saved by Zuniga. And the ball just rushed a little bit. Captain Gonzalez is asking for bit of tranquility here. They just need to slow things down, the Condors. Good strength there from Gonzalez. Barra off balance with the pass. Nguyen tries to play that ball into Brandon Oosthuizen. It was a good one, but Zuniga did step off his line. Felipe Vera now on the left flank. Plays it back into Brian Barra. Vera under pressure from Kazic. Does well. Barria. Vera back into Barria, who's continued his run. Felipe Vera tries to play it back. And the control is just about enough for Brian Barra. And Vera on the volley. It's a very ambitious effort. Not a bad one, though. And Felipe Vera will step off the court now for Verdugo. So Verdugo, the Condors pivot. And he is probably one of their most pivotal players as well. Always creating chances for them with his size and strength on the ball. Brandon Oosthuizen now for the Sharks. Not a lot of pressure. Kazic just giving it away. Felipe Verdugo now, sorry. Back into Gonzalez. Brian Barra into Verdugo. Trying to take on Brandon Oosthuizen. A lovely ball into Barra. Ingradia stepping off his line well. Both keepers doing well so far to be very proactive. And the shot there from Brandon Oosthuizen out of nothing. The pass down the line from Nguyen. And Oosthuizen just lifting it over the top of Cristobal Zuniga to score the Sharks' first goal. Lovely finish there by Brandon Oosthuizen. Gonzalez into Jimenez. Good little flick around the corner for Verdugo. Tries to find a back post runner. Just goes out of play for a keeper's ball. Brandon Oosthuizen now wide to Kazic. Kazic taking on Verdugo. Has space to get the shot away, and it's wide of goal. Well played there from Brad Kazic. Zuniga into Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Verdugo. They just need to show a bit of patience here, the Condors. Brian Barra. Over the top for Gonzalez. Gets it on the volley. Maybe could have brought that one down. And a timeout called here by the Scarborough Sharks. So back from the timeout. Pass a little bit too heavy there from Matt Oosthausen. Back from the timeout. Condors very aware that they are controlling most of the possession in this game. They just need to calm things down when it comes to their final third. That's a bit better, a bit more patience shown. And that's time the ball over the top. Bit too much for Barra. Felipe Verdugo trying to take on Tyler Tate. Leaves it for Barra. Good tackle by Nguyen. And that'll roll on for Zuniga. Zuniga into Jimenez. Good ball back to Barra. Barra has space in the left flank there. Good tackle by Tate though. Diego Gonzalez, good recovery. Verdugo beats his player. Wide to Gonzalez and the pass too heavy. Gonzalez maybe a little bit frustrated there with his teammate. Gonzalez, nice pass into Jimenez. Barra now into Verdugo. I don't think Brian Barra's come off the court yet. Showing great fitness there. The Condors FC player, Gonzalez. Back into Verdugo. Barra now on the ball, showing a lovely touch into Verdugo, and Nguyen had to deal with it. Clears it out for a kick-in. Play goes on. Jewelry taken out by Felipe Verdugo. Diego Gonzalez into Verdugo. Good strength. Nice turn. Brian Barra now on the right flank. Good tackle by Matthew Stausen. Verdugo wide to Gonzalez. Gonzalez into Barra on the other side. Gets the shot away. And it's just gotten, seems as though Brian Barra finally gets his rest. Felipe Barria stepping on. Tate back into Brandon Oosthuizen. Matthew Oosthuizen now. Relotta, good movement and ball movement here from the Sharks. Matt Oosthuizen into Brandon Oosthuizen. Back to Tate. Good challenge there from Verdugo. Stood him up well and waited for the mistake. And wins the free kick. Tyler Tate tried to go around him to win the free kick. To win the ball rather. So Diego Gonzalez on the free kick for the Condors. Chooses to power that one through and just comes off the wall and out for a Condors kick in. Jimenez to take. Gonzalez with the shot over the top of the goal. And Diego Gonzalez will step off for Felipe Vera. Tate into Matt Oosthuizen with a bit of space. So Felipe will step into the pivot position now. Felipe Verdugo rather. Tate with a nice little step over. Barrier doing well. Tate over the top into Brandon Oosthuizen with the header. And the Condors were caught asleep there. Brandon Oosthuizen with a free header at the back post to nod that one in for the Sharks' second goal of the match. Kazic, lovely ball over the top for Brandon Oosthuizen. Tried to get onto it on the volley. Just miscontrolled it a bit. Verdugo again showing good strength and pace. Good ball into Vera. Vera now into Rodrigo Silva with the shot on the turn. Goes out for a keeper's ball. Rodrigo Silva recovers the ball. Nice little flick around the corner from Felipe Vera. Verdugo with the toe poke, and that one goes through the legs of Jigar Hingradia. And the Condors winning a goal back. It's 2-1. Timeout called by the Condors as well. Back from the timeout, the Scarborough Sharks will kick us off from the halfway. Matt Oosthuizen with the little flick. Felipe Vera, a nice pass into Verdugo this time. Miscontrols, trips on the ball. Good challenge from Vera. Good strength from Matt Oosthuizen though, and there's a bit of a battle, and he will win the free kick against Felipe Vera. There's no advantage given, and we can see the reaction from Felipe Vera. He's not happy with that decision. Maybe a little bit unlucky to concede the free kick there. So it's Matt Oosthuizen and Brandon Oosthuizen on the free kick for the Sharks. See if they can work something here. Brandon Oosthuizen with the shot. Verdugo stepping out quickly, and Rolota couldn't react to it quick enough. Good defending there from Brandon Oosthuizen. It will drop for barrier though. Gets the shot away. Rodrigo Silva against Rolota. Kazic now. Flicks it around. Rodrigo Silva. Wins out. Oosthuizen. It's a 4-on-3 here for the Condors. Brandon Oosthuizen. No pressure on him. Gets the shot away, and it's high and wide of the goal. And Verdugo on the other end has a bit of space now. Turns well. Plays it into Barria. Gets the little dink. Looked as though Jigar Hingradia had his angles covered well. Recovered well by Felipe Verdugo. Vera with a shot on the volley. Hingradia behind it this time though. Verdugo switches into barrier. Good challenge by Kazic, and Matt Oosthuizen just clearing it down the court. Barria into Verdugo. Good ball into Rodrigo Silva. Barria. Good cover by Brad Kazic. Just 5 seconds left in this half. Can the Condors conjure up one more chance? Gets the shot away, and that'll see us out to half time. So the Scarborough Sharks up 2-1 after gaining an early 2-goal lead. So we're back from the halftime break. The Condors will get us underway for the final 21 minutes of the day. Felipe Vera into Rodrigo Silva. Good quick feed here, gets the shot away, and Hingragia behind it. Play will go on, there's no handball there. Kazic trying to take on two players and runs out for a Sharks kick in. Rolota into Kazic, flicks it around the corner, and Gonzalez just stopping the run of Kazic, and it'll be a Sharks free kick. Kazic, great challenge there from Rodrigo Silva, gets the shot away. Brandon Oosthuizen just about recovering. And Gonzalez can now start a 3-on-1 for the Condors. Gonzalez into Vera, good save by Hingragia. And it'll be kicking in the end for the Condors. Gonzalez into Rodrigo Silva. Lovely play with Vera. And Hingragia making the save again. A Condors looking dangerous early on. Hingragia might have done something here. Looks like he's carrying his right leg a little bit. Gonzalez with the interception. Barria on the right flank, coming inside, getting the shot away. Good block by Nguyen. Oosthuizen, a lot of options. Forced to chip it down the line. It's going to be a Condors kick in now. Barria into Gonzalez. Around the corner for Rodrigo Silva. Felipe Vera, and it's a loose pass there from Vera. Brandon Oosthuizen back into Rolota. Could come inside. There's no free kick there. Play will go on. Brandon Oosthuizen. Rodrigo Silva recovering well. Plays it into what I thought was Gonzalez's run, but it'll run through for Hingragia. Rolota tries to find Nguyen at the back post and falls for Vera instead. Hingragia not for the first time, making a good important save. Rolota into the Shark, into Brandon Oosthuizen rather. Rodrigo Silva, lots of space. And wins the free kick. Tyler Tate just stepping across his run. So free kick here, 10 meters out. Diego Gonzalez for the Condors. Right into the wall. Very important structure there from the wall in futsal. You don't want to jump, you don't want to lift a leg, you just want to stand there and cop the hit, and the Sharks doing exactly that. Rolota back into Tate. Brandon Oosthuizen, a bit of a heavy touch, just about does enough. Rolota, lots of space into the middle. He's on the right flank now. Rolls it into Oosthuizen, back to Rolota. Just beat his player, but ran out of legs there. Vera can start the counter-attack for the Condors. Verdugo with the centering ball, but Vera wasn't quite aware to it. It will be a kick in for the Sharks. Felipe Vera. Good switch of play and a header. Centering ball into Brian Barra. Tried to latch onto it onto the volley and ended up just missing the ball there. That ball had just run out of play. Be Sharks kicking. They just need to slow things down here. The Scarborough Sharks is a little bit too frantic at the moment. Apologies if the time does stop working every now and then. The program does need a bit of time to catch up sometimes. Oosthausen. Right to Nguyen, gets the shot away and a good save by Zuniga. Corner for the Sharks. 14.5 minutes to play.
Give him options, give him options. Corner.
Play will go on. No handball given against the Condors there. And that ball will run through for Hingragia. And Felipe Verdugo has left his man. Matthew Oosthausen with a lot of space here. Nguyen on the right flank. Tries to whip the cross in. Brian Barra doing well to cover for the Condors. And Nguyen taking way too long there. It's a turnover. Condors with the kick in. Vera on the ball now. As well to hold things up. Gonzalez back to Vera. Tries to play it back to the top of the square. The D rather. Hingragia doing well and Gonzalez reading that play well. Vera. Good pressure there from Hingragia in goal. A little bit dangerous, but he did well enough to put Vera under pressure. Gonzalez, good interception. Verdugo, it's end-to-end now. Tries to slip that through for Brian Barra. Hingragia again stepping off his line. Has done well so far this game. Nice little back roll from Brendan Oosthausen. Just intercepted though. And that pass is just played behind Verdugo to be a Sharks kick-in. So the Sharks deemed to have wasted time there. Verdugo with the shot over the top. As soon as the referee starts counting, you just have to get that ball and kick it in. Gonzalez with the good tackle. It's 1-on-1 now. Good challenge and defending there from Brandon Oosthausen. Barra with the shot. Little deflection there. Jigar and Hingragia did well to hold on to it. Brandon Oosthausen. Wide to Matthew Oosthausen. A little bit of miscommunication there between Kazic and Oosthausen. And that ball just goes out of play. It was already out, so it'll be a Sharks kicking. Nice little 1-2 between Kazic and Oosthausen, but Brand Kazic there with a heavy touch. Diego Gonzalez into Jimenez. Good strength and a good challenge by Relota. Brian Barra. Gonzalez back into Jimenez. Barra again. And he'll win the free kick against Relota. Clever play there by Brian Barra. They're asking for a bit more action here, the Condors, but it is just a free kick. So Diego Gonzalez on the free kick again. Passes it into Verdugo. Verdugo maybe should have had the shot there. Bit of frustration creeping in for the Condors. Sharks have done so well so far this game. Kazic just losing out to Barra, and Jimenez with the shot. Deflecting out of play for a Condors kick. Barra. Back into Gonzalez. Verdugo now on the left flank. Stood up well, but Barra on the volley. And Jigar Hengragia. Brilliant save. And it will be a corner. Gonzalez into Verdugo with the shot this time. The ball was just bobbling a little bit there. And it will be a timeout called by the Sharks. So back from the timeout for the Sharks, and straight away Carlos Jimenez putting Brandon Oosthausen under pressure. Kazic around the corner. Gonzalez will clean that one up. Good ball into Barra. Rodrigo Silva rather. Brandon Oosthausen with the interception. Tries to play it out wide for a lot of great skill there from Diego Gonzalez, showing perfect balance in the shot. Just tipped over the bar by Hengragia, showing his reflexes. Apologies, forgot to start the timer, and again, Hengragia tipping that one over. Kazic now on the counter. And I think that'll be a keeper's ball. Diego Gonzalez over the top for Barra. Had a lot of space there. Kazic didn't match his run. Relota trying to cut inside. Jimenez doing well to win the ball back. Play goes on. Play goes on. The advantage has been paid by the referee. Rodrigo Silva with the shot, and there it is. There you go. So a rolling foul against the Sharks. So Matt Oosthausen into Brandon Oosthausen. Kazic over the top, looking for the run of Relota. Just a bit too wide for him. Gonzalez right to Brian Barra. Jimenez now. Good pivot play by Jimenez. He receives the ball back And a great recovery by Matthew Oosthausen. Last ditch defending. Lovely throw by Jingar Hingragia. Oosthausen wide to Ralotta. Back to Oosthausen on the right flank. Tries the chip. He's asking for handball. Nothing doing though. Both referees agreeing clearly, saying that his arms were by his side. There's nothing he could have done. And the Sharks kick in, resulting in a shot over the top. So 6.5 minutes to play now. Felipe Vera finding himself in the pivot. And a loose pass there from Rodrigo Silva. Hingragia into Brandon Oosthausen. Nice switch to Ralotta. Back to Kazic. And that ball just goes out of play. Kazic a little bit loose with the passing so far. And it foul drawn there by Rodrigo Silva. Tried to take it quickly, but it was out of position. The Sharks conceding their 4th foul there. 6 minutes to play. Condors only on 1. Gonzalez into Brian Barra. Little back roll into Gonzalez is clever, and Gonzalez with a lovely finish into the opposite side of the goal. Brilliant play there from Brian Barra as well to set that one up for the Condors. And with 5.5 minutes to play, the score is now 2 goals each. The Sharks desperate for a win here. Salvage their season somewhat. A little push in the back there from Zuniga, a bit unnecessary, and I think he's going to get a talking to here. Play will go on. Brandon Oosthausen doing well. Barra back to Gonzalez wide into Rodrigo Silva. Felipe Vera does well against 2 defenders and gets the shot off, deflecting out for a corner. Hingragia again trying to set up the counter-attack. Gonzalez into Barra, just a loose pass. Vera does well to win it back though. Gonzalez wide to Barra. Barra over the top to Vera. Vera back to Gonzalez with the shot, and it's just wide. They worked it so well, the Condors, and the Sharks want to go on the counter-attack straight away. Matthew Oosthausen into Brandon Oosthausen. Left to Kazic, and Rodrigo Silva with a good recovering challenge. Nguyen now. Wide into Oosthausen. Nguyen again. Gonzalez into Rodrigo Silva. Gets the shot away, and Hingragia again behind it. Kazic now. Great challenge there by Rodrigo Silva. Brandon Oosthausen will recover. Nguyen on the right flank. Shows a bit of patience and does well. Wide to Brad Kazic. Kazic trying to take a player on but couldn't. Gonzalez now one-on-one with Nguyen. Takes him on down the right flank, gets the shot away. And the opposite corner just wide of the goal. Tate into Brandon Oosthausen. Nguyen now. Good pressure here from the Condors, defending as a team and going forwards well. Barria doing well. Vera trying to win the header against Nguyen. It will be a Condors kick-in. Brian Barra there with a snapshot, doing well. Good save by Hingragiaga. Not for the first time this season, this half. Season as well, I suppose. And that will run out of play for a Sharks keeper's ball. Hingragia looking for a ball over the top. Zuniga did call for it, but Gonzalez happy to head that one away. And it will be a timeout called by the Condors. It'll be a keeper's ball when it comes back. Back from the timeout. Both teams pushing for a winner. Gonzalez tries to play it into Barry at the left flank. Just runs out of space. Nguyen into Oosthausen. Does win the free kick, yeah, against Vera. Brandon Oosthausen into Matt Oosthausen. Tries to play a little 1-2. Good challenge by Berea. Brian Barra. Gonzalez now tries to go left. A nice little flick by Brandon Oosthausen. Good strength shown by Nguyen, and the pass was played behind Matt Oosthausen, unfortunately. Vera left to Brian Berea. Felipe Berea, rather. Barra into Gonzalez. Felipe Vera now. Play goes on. Good ball into Berea. Good challenge by Brandon Oosthausen, and he'll win the free kick again there. Oosthausen tries to find the run of Tate, but Gonzalez read it too easily. Matt Oosthausen, lovely ball over the top. Seen well by Barra. Matt Oosthausen into Brandon. Tyler Tate now. Good movement from Matt Oosthausen. Well played here from the Sharks. 25 seconds on the clock. Nguyen in a bit of space in the right pocket. Lays it back to the top of the D, and Brandon Oosthausen with the shot. Diego Gonzalez on the line clearing it. Very unlucky there, Brandon Oosthausen. Matt Oosthausen on the ball. Good challenge by Barra. Oosthausen under pressure. Vera doing well to force it out of play. 10 seconds left now. Barra into Gonzalez. Gets the shot away, and it'll just hit the back post and out. So this ball's got to go long. There's just 3 seconds left on the clock. Goes over the top, and Berea does just about enough to put Tate under pressure, and the match ends in a 2-2 draw. Strong physical game by both sides. Well fought, though. Thanks for joining us this weekend. We hope you come back next week for round 18, the final round before we start our finals campaign. See you then.